What city is the most densely populated in the world, has more Rolls Royces per person and more skyscrapers than any other city by far? And you say Hong Kong, which means fragrant harbour, which I guess is the opposite of Pong Kong.
You haven't seen the world if this city is missing from your list. And with SureTours, we'd be seeing it all. A financial powerhouse with a deep natural harbour and a history deeper still, it goes by the official name of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. But fragrant harbour says it all.
It isn't hard to understand why when you take in the 6.9 million people, 100% humidity, and the general throngs that walk the streets. But it is also quite efficient and peaceful. You can easily forget you're in this booming metropolis.
With low tax, free trade and minimal state interference, it's a heady atmosphere for business and free-flowing capital. But life is still lived very much according to tradition.
Hong Kong isn't exactly Eastern, but nor is it Western, so what is it?
Yeah, it did. Used to be Hong Kong belongs to British colony. But the people inside the heart, inside the body, still live on Chinese culture. At home, we eat Chinese food, and we enjoy to celebrate all different kind of the Chinese festival, like Chinese Dragon Boat Day, Chinese Lunar New Year. Based only the shape and the outlook, the people see like Hong Kong became really westernized, cosmopolitan. But the lifestyle still carry, very strong Chinese culture. We are Chinese.
They may boast more skyscrapers than anywhere else on the planet, but each is still built according to strict feng shui principles, said to make or break any business.
According to the space of the apartments where we live, we unfortunately didn't have any garden, so Chinese, we have to find a way to bring it into the house as a natural. So we pick up flower. And Chinese family, everybody love ochre. They want to bring it back home after the shop, and ochre is represent like bring them good luck and fortune. All the Chinese at home is almost as a must they have at home, like bamboos. According to the Chinese culture, it's like bring them long life, good luck and fortune.
It was our own good fortune to be booked into the Prudential Hotel, which, from head to toe, offers a 20-meter rooftop pool and directly beneath it, a major railway station to get you anywhere in town quicker than you can say Bruce Lee. And in the 5th most expensive city in the world, we've done rather well.
Space is a luxury, and it is said you can have anything you want if you throw enough money at it. But from my experience, if you go about it correctly and book well in advance or go through a reputable travel agent, you can get all of this space.
And when there isn't space, they make it. Heading off the island aboard the Disneyland Resort line, we arrived in what is a fantasy land in more ways than one. Just as Hong Kong Disneyland makes the animated world of Mickey and Co. real, so the entire landmass on which it is built was created in a harbour where all before was just water.
This park is quite sizable.
Well, we start off our construction ever since the July of 2000. The entire Hong Kong Disneyland and our hotels are created out of our land reclamation. We have acquired around 126 hectares of land, so that's around 273 football pitches.
Inspiration Lake is well named. This man-made recreational lake also irrigates the entire island, ensuring that all the theme rides and buildings are set against a luxuriously green backdrop.
The only way to arrive in this fantasy land is in true Disney style.
From the Fantasyland Railroad Station, you catch an antique-style steam locomotive straight out of the Old West and right into the imagination of Mr. Disney. Better than 3D, for the young and young at heart, it's a chance to be in the cartoon world with their favorite characters. Kelly was just one of the 6 million visitors to the park each year, which means that for every 2 arrivals at Hong Kong Airport, at least one will travel here before they leave.
241 dolls, 42 animated props, 9 languages and 13 scenes all make up the happiest boat ride in 40 years.
The The focal point of the park is the fairy tale castle that anyone who's ever watched a cartoon will know. Though real, its impact still relies on canny filmmaking know-how.
It's only 23.4 meters high, but because the bricks get smaller and smaller to the top, it kind of creates the illusion of it being much taller.
Originally styled on Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany, Sleeping Beauty's home is the symbol of make-believe made real. And there's more downriver, where Grumpy, Sneezy, Bashful and Dopey announce that you're at Snow White's grotto and wishing well.
Sorry, Snow White. I wish I could be Cinderella for a day.
Software and CGI now drive animation, but here they offer fans a first-hand insight into the art of bringing hand-drawn cartoon characters to life.
This little character's name was originally Mortimer. Luckily, Mrs. Disney intervened and told Walt to change it to Mickey.
Disney characters are also made to order as topiary subjects, these ones finished with characteristic Eastern precision. But for all the theme rides and features, a hug and a photo opportunity with Mickey, Minnie and Goofy is still the biggest prize of all.
Not only can you meet your favorite cartoon characters, but there are also 5 different stage productions to choose from. Or you can go to all of them.
The average visitor spends 9 hours here, and it's a jam-packed 9 hours. These shows are little short of a full West End or Broadway spectacular. And from classic Disney characters through the Pixar stars to the grand cast of The Lion King, it's all here. You can even drop by for high tea at Tarzan's treehouse.
He's not here. He must be out hunting and gathering. But I'm sure he won't mind if I give you the grand tour.
In film, as long as it looks real to the camera, it doesn't matter what you can see out of shot. Here, it has to be compelling from every angle. And for children, it's unquestionable proof that all those bedtime stories are true. If you're a parent, then after those 9 hours of rides, shows and hot dogs, you'll be looking for refuge and comfort, which is not lost on the developers, as we discovered at the hotel.
This is more like it. The decor here is Victorian, but the floors and fabrics are much lighter, giving it a very airy feel. Although Tarzan's treehouse was creative, I think this was more Jane.
There's nothing more Chinese than the yin and the yang, and that's what the traditionally grounded and hard-working Hong Kong population find on this trip to the fantasies of Tomorrowland. End that day with the fine Eastern invention of fireworks over a great Western fairy tale castle.
And the people of Hong Kong lived happily ever after.
SureTravel puts you in the picture this week. Make memories that last a lifetime with holiday packages from SureTravel. Details on the website and in Top Billing magazine.
Coming up, the old dog's guide to staying sexy in other people's eyes. Who wants to age gracefully when you can hit 40 with plenty of sex appeal? DiCaprio, Downey Jr. and Depp have done it, and according to the experts, so can you.
Aries Robert Downey Jr. was born April 4th, 1965. Gemini Johnny Depp, June the 9th, 1963. And Scorpio Leonardo